Hi, I'm Janna and I am the co-founder and CEO of ProdPad. You remember that tweet that I did the other day? It was about people who do timeline road mapping. My tweet was about why timeline roadmaps are setting people up to fail. One of the things that set it off was the fact that I was looking up roadmaps online. I sometimes do a Google image search for roadmaps, and it's always really telling when you do that search for them and you look in the image results, and all you see is result after result after result is a whole bunch of essentially like colorful Gantt charts. And you'd think that this was the case 5 years ago, but it's still the case today. Like, this is what people think that they're expected to deliver when they're asked for a product roadmap. And it's a shame, because I think it's unfair on product managers to be given this expectation, and I think it is something that's setting them up for failure. So I put something out there that helped break down why I thought it was setting product people up for failure, and explained what a timeline roadmap really is when you break it down, and helped give product people an alternative option, what more modern road mapping looks like, what lean road mapping looks like. And one of the problems with a timeline roadmap is that if you break it down, it's actually essentially a chart, like a math chart. It's an x-axis and a y-axis. And the x-axis is essentially time. You've got x creating this timeline, and the y-axis is basically this list of things to do, your features. And what you end up doing is, at first, the things that you're putting on that roadmap might seem simple. You've got a few features coming up, a few small releases coming up, and it seems simple to put on a few items on that roadmap. But the further out you go and the more you put on that roadmap, the more you're actually making it up. And you're also making this big assumption that everything that you're putting on your roadmap at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of your roadmap planning session is the right thing to build, like that it forms part of your strategy and therefore should be codified and stuck in some sort of stone. And that's never the case either. Things change, things need to be flexible. And really, at the end of the day, you're making one big assumption. You're making the assumption that nothing is going to change. And we're building digital products, we're building products. Things always change. And it's our strength when we can be adaptable, when we can see changes in the marketplace and be able to change to them, be able to adapt to them. So I think product managers are doing themselves a disservice when they create a timeline roadmap and just set forth trying to deliver to it. I think instead product managers should be taking a step back and thinking about how they can communicate their vision, how they can communicate their objectives, how they can communicate the initiatives that are important to the team without setting in stone this timeline roadmap of what they expect to be delivered over the course of X months or years or whatever else they're putting forward.